Hey everybody, Tim Sackett back with the CoronaDiaries. This week we're going to talk about two things. First off, protocols to return to work, and then I also want to talk about your most valuable workers, your most valuable people in your office. Once again, I'm coming to you from an empty office in Lansing, Michigan. Since I sent everybody home, I had the luxury to do that. But we started to talk about, my leadership team and I, about like how do we prepare to come back to work? What do those return to work protocols look like? And we can joke about, hey, we're going to temp everybody before they walk in the office, or we're all going to wear a mask, or whatever. But it's real kinds of things that we need to talk about. And I don't hear a lot of return to work protocols happening. We have a defense client that we work with, and so we have a lot of our workers that are still working. And what happened in one of the facilities was somebody got coronavirus. And so obviously they send that person to the hospital or send them home to self-quarantine and then clear out the facility. Everybody had to leave. And then they went through, they spent 2 days, they cleaned, sanitized, bleached everything. And then everybody got recalled to work. And there were some people that were really surprised by that. But I think that's the new normal. We're going to return to work, those of us that have to. If you have to work, if you can work from home and do your work, I think a lot of people will stay on the safe side and just say, hey, keep working from home, self-isolate, social distancing, all of that great stuff. But I really think it's important that we understand, hey, some of us have to have our workers come into the office or come into our facility, come into the plant, come into the warehouse, whatever environment that might be, come into a restaurant, a store. And we have to prepare our populations of employees on what that's going to look like, and it's way different than it was before. So again, we have to really determine if we're going to have people come back to work, do we have those protective, equipment, mask and things that we have, gloves, if you're going to wear gloves, do you have the sanitizing solutions, to clean everything, and to keep not only your employees safe, but also your customers and your clients and all that. It's not a simple thing. And I think we really have to sit down with our leadership teams, especially with it as HR professionals, and start to build out these protocols to return to work and really help them understand that this isn't just, hey, everybody Monday, we're all coming back to work and bring donuts and coffee and we're all going to meet in the conference room and have a big group hug. And then I'll be out, for 14 days as we all give ourselves coronavirus. So it's something that we really have to start to think forwardly on and saying, hey, that's not going to impact us for another 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it might be. We still have to start to build those out and understand. Super important. The other one was I wrote a post this week in kind of tongue in cheek, but it was the most valuable employee, the new most valuable employee, which is those employees who have already gotten the coronavirus, obviously survived it, and now can come back to work without fear that they're going to catch it again. Now they could still pass it. So again, those protocols still make sense, but we're going to have this weird thing happen for the next probably 12 to 18 months in our society where you're going to have people who have already gotten the coronavirus and gotten better. And then you're going to have people that haven't gotten it. And those populations right now, there's so many more people that don't have it than those that do. But that's going to start to get even out and tip to the point where you're going to have some individuals that can go and meet with clients, that can go and travel, that can go and do things because they've already had the virus, so they can't catch it again and they're safe. Besides potentially being passing it on to somebody else because they have it on their hands or something. But you know what I mean is that we really have to take a look. And the crazy part of all of this is we can't choose who those people are. Like, you would hope that, hey, those people that got the virus and are back to work and they can present our company or be a representative of our company are our best employees. But they might not be. It might be the employees that are like the laziest or the worst performing. But now you have to rely on them. And so again, something that we really have to talk about and think about as leaders to understand what does that look like? And then, eventually, what happens to that small number of employees that haven't had the virus or haven't had that in, when do we bring them back into the fold and try to keep them safe and all of that? Like it's complex. But it also it's a very unique time of some things that we have to kind of work through and think about that we have it. So hope this made you think a little bit. Hope you get to work on those protocols And again, stay safe, keep yourself, safe. Get out there and get some fresh air. I don't think I've walked more in my entire life. But hey, maybe that will make us all healthier in the long run. I will see you guys next week, and have a good one.